It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. And away we go. The Bucks control the tap. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo to Lopez. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're gonna lower the chances of them making that shot.
Here comes the screen. Giannis Adetokunbo, wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Rose. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Bledsoe. Off the mark. Well contested.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Drummond. Won't go. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Middleton. It was right there.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And draws the foul.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Giannis Adetokunbo, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Screen coming. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Adetokunbo. Open look. He's looking for that touch. Griffin to Rose. Nice pass to set things up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Number 25, Derrick Rose. 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Adetokunbo. Not that time. He misses. Kennard to Rose. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Griffin. Drummond. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Hill to Adetokunbo. Giannis Adetokunbo. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. To Reggie Jackson. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Reggie Jackson, not that time.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
And score. Strong take.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pistons ball here.
Here we go.
Jackson. Shot from the lane won't go. Hill into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Giannis Adetokunbo. He's 3 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Not that time. Long heave from 3/4 court. That's it for the first quarter. The Bucks with the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is a first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Jackson. And count the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Detroit's ball. To Jackson. The screen sets him up for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
George Hill to Adetokunbo. Hill to Adetokunbo. won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Now a step back.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
To Reggie Jackson. Here comes the screen. Jackson. Missed it. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 3. To Matthews. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game, number 22, Chris Middleton.
Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Griffin. Detroit with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Griffin. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
And scores.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Rose to Drummond. Rose to Griffin. Turns and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Sizing up the defense. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Rose. Shot won't go. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone. That's it for the first half. The Bucks in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Bucks will start the second half with a decent lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Pistons would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. These are the guys getting buckets for the Detroit Pistons.
Game traffic. Points in the paint.
The Detroit Pistons are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively.
Player of the half.
I'll take Tecumpo. Was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Pistons have it. Screen coming. Rose to Griffin. Almost, but no good. Has a chance? Yes, Wesley Matthews. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Rosie's shot no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Rose to Griffin. Rose to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Blake Griffin able to recover with the block. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Rose. To Griffin. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Derrick Rose. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Knocked loose. Pistons come away with it. Giannis Adetokunbo with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Bledsoe. Off the assist.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Kennard to Griffin. And throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Down to Griffin. Short jumper misses. Bledsoe at the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. To Adetokunbo. Middleton. To Adetokunbo. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Reggie Jackson. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Middleton. Tough shot. Well defended. To Jackson. Screen coming. Reggie Jackson guarded by Gasol. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Garson Ilyasova sends it away. Doesn't have the touch. No good. He'll put it up at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Bucks with the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Nikola Mirotic at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play, the lead grows to 12. To Griffin. Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. Pistons retain possession. To Reggie Jackson. Griffin. Gasol with the rebound. Hill across the timeline. The lead is 12. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Jackson. To Griffin. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Gasol. And finishes strong. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Jose Calderon matched up with Pau Gasol. And a throwdown.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Bucks.
George Hill down low to Mirotic. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Pistons ball here. Jackson. Surveys the floor. Probing the defense. To Griffin. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Jackson. Not going down here. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Nice pass to get things going.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Number 17, Tony
Hill into the front court. They lead it by 14. Here comes the screen. To Hill. Can't miss those. To Reggie Jackson. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Pau Gasol swats it. Griffin.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 25, Derrick Rose, entering the game for the Bucks.
Middleton.
Number 6, Eric Bledsoe. 1 minute.
Rose into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Griffin to Rose. And he buries it.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
To Middleton. Pass stolen by Detroit.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Rose. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks were solid in today's victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Pistons just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Field goals.
The Milwaukee Bucks were allowed a few missteps because of how much better they shot the ball when compared to the opposition. They were rewarded for their accuracy for sure.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.